Get out of my server! Oh crap. Okay. At least I didn't miss a wide open save. Unlike you, brother, you trash. Get better. That's my boost. Nice one.
You know, I think they're the real deal, and
I don't enjoy with a safe and the top character and stuff. You get a really long mirror. What happens if you go into a store and then try to buy something that isn't for sale, like one of their big display items? Well, previously I did this at Target and I walked out with a red ball. I did this here at Halloween and I got a Squid Game. So it does work. What does it work everywhere? How much stuff can I theoretically get? Well, we're going to be answering that question today because I'll be going into a bunch of different stores, restaurants, and other places and seeing what I can get my hands on 100%. Let's just say things might have been hectic. So I have to fill out the entire room with a bunch of different things so we have a lot to get through swift food. Well, I kind of told her, please get through the door. I'm going to put a chat version of it, but this doesn't seem super exciting, was it? Exactly, because it's just a stuck animal direct. I don't think I can get that, and then it's going to happen, but, you know, isn't it? I have a question. There's like a display for outside of there, like a stuffed animal direct. You saw that? Or, you know, there's a way I can get my head around it. Okay, great. Thank you. There's a chance you get that close to in this book.
But you said about the other potential sponsor, but you don't want to sell it, right? People are always saying they want to.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But it doesn't matter if it's you just tell them what they're doing versus what they're doing.
So we're probably on the way off the Barbara, like the store. We're going to get the only way they pass the athletic. Like a $15 for a blonde blue one, that's the one they want to go for. Are you Barbara? Oh, we were downstairs inquiring about the garage. Yeah.
I'll call you next week for the phone.
Oh, gosh. Is there a way to get the broken neck one? We're kind of indifferent as to whether or not it's actually expensive. Just to like for a decorative thing, basically. Okay, so right now Barbara is checking to see whether or not Progress even owns that. And if they do, I think there's a decent chance you get it.
Okay, back to the
850? Can we get it today? Or we can walk on with it? Okay, sure.
What?
Yeah.
What?
We're going down now to get our giraffe. So there's a 15 purchase for $906. Alright, so we have Kevin at Toys R Us helping us. I guess it's like really big, so this is the dolly he's going to put it on, and we're going to bring it to the car and get this thing out of here. I didn't know if this is going to fit inside of my base. Not only when I say $900 is a steal, but for the display, Jeffrey at the flagship Toys R Us, that's a steal. So here's Kevin. Kevin, nice and strong. I can't believe this is reality. I think that might be 10 feet. Looking at it, like that head is pretty up there. It's probably like 9 feet or so. I know. I'm glad we got it. Alright, we're moving Jeffrey. It'd be tragic if he fell. Sure, coming through. 2020. Say hi. we made it to the escalator, so we're going to have to get this off the cart and then bring it down there. Oh, good. I was like, how are we going to do that? There's an elevator. This is hardly going to fit in the car. It's going to be sticking out somewhere. Okay. And we're through. Thank you. I just got him. Pretty sturdy, even though he's broken neck. Okay. Hey, I am, you know, this is the first person to see this live. Yeah. Thank you. All right, just like that, we got the giraffe somehow in the car. A 10-foot giraffe fit in, I think, like an 11-foot car. So this was a perfect fit. We are bringing Jeffrey back to the basement. We're going to see if he can stand up tall. Shout out to Toys R Us. Shout out to Barbara, the one in American Dream Mall. They sold us this display giraffe. It was not on sale. He's like, you know what? It has a broken neck. Let's sell it. Let's bring it back to the desktop. I want you to meet Jeffrey. Wow, Jeffrey doesn't even fit in frame here. I said, Jeffrey. Wow, looks like a safari back here. Okay, Jeffrey, this is, I never gave him a name because he was like my least favorite in this entire room, but he is his friend. Now we're officially here in the safari room. We have a dog, we have a gorilla, we have young G, Squid Game doll, and now we have Jeffrey as part of the background. This is what things look like. I mean, I'm glad when we purchased him. I'm so surprised I was able to get my hands on Jeffrey. And he was actually the cheapest out of everything here, surprisingly, despite the fact that he's like 9 feet tall. With his broken neck, he's already been through enough, so I'm not going to do anything to him like I've done to the gorilla in the past. Okay, I do feel like there could be something here. These are now the cars that you ride around the mall, little animal rides. So I'm going to see if there's one that's broke. Like that one does not look like it's in good shape. That one over there. I'm going to see if that's like decommissioned. I can get my hands on it for a few bucks. There's this, you know, what's happening there. Excuse me? Question. Do you have any, like, I guess, decommissioned ones or broken ones that I'm able to get my hands on? Are there any, like, broke ones? Okay. Oh, do you sell any? Do you know if there's a way that I could, like, get my hands on one? Okay. All right, this one when it's approved, shut down immediately, so I think there's a chance that maybe I could talk to the manufacturer and get it.
We cannot sell them. We cannot pick them all over the mall.
Okay, alright, thank you. Alright guys, unfortunately I tried my absolute best to get my hands on one of those animal ride things at the mall, but it looks like they're basically impossible to get. So I was able to find one of these animal mall rides on Facebook Marketplace. Now, it doesn't look anything like the one in American Dream Mall, the stand, but I think overall I'm happy with how this thing came. So you'll notice it has all those flashing lights on it, and then it plays happy. It's quite dirty, and the rabbit's face is a little bit uncanny, but hey, it's pink, it goes pretty fast, and mechanically, it looks like everything works. You're also unable to change the volume, so what you hear is what you get with this thing, so you cannot discreetly ride this, unfortunately. It's definitely tough to get my hands on. I spent $600 on Facebook Marketplace to some aftermarket vendor who was just like, hey, this is used and kind of destroyed. Do you want it for a kid's birthday party? To which I said, yeah. Now, the mall ride is meant for 2 people, a parent and a kid. So to simulate what this is actually supposed to be like, I brought my baby. I think the lighter the load, the faster this goes. So if you have just the baby on there, for instance, I think it goes like 5-6 miles per hour. But if it's me and the baby, it's probably something like 3 or 4, but still is pretty fast, all things considered. That's like a fast one. All right, I want to test this thing's safety, though, so let me go on with the baby right now. And I'll be cranking it up to max speed. I'm pretty sure this is manufactured in China, because listen to the voice when I turn this on. All right, let's do this. Gonna put my baby down, nice and safe there. Oh, where's my baby? Cut the music.
Jeez.
This is supposed to be a happy day. So stupid. I think that is the mall ride, so we're going to try to buy another crazy thing from a store that is not for sale, so let's move on and get even crazier. This next store ride is Aritzia, so this is kind of like a women's athleisure, kind of like everyday clothing store, and they have these giant puffers that are always on the display cases in the window, so I want to see if I can get my hands on that, because look how big that puffer is. I'm wearing one too, for reference. I was gonna say, hi, I have a question. With that big pupper, is it possible to like get my hands on that anywhere? Like, do you guys have?
No, it's like on like this way.
Okay, all right.